people, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to talk about saving money, okay? So it is expensive to even live right now, and with holidays and gift giving and events and get-togethers that require a lot of food and stuff and putting heat in your house, things are expensive right now. So I wanted to share with you a couple ways that I save money day to day. I mean, I feel like these aren't going to apply to everyone depending on like your diet, location, everything, but I wanted to share them with you anyways. And I would also just love to know small tips and tricks that you use in your daily life, because I feel like we all have them. Down below, let me know. I think we could all have a good conversation about saving money and stuff. So that's what I wanted to do today. This is not going to be a very long video, but hopefully it'll be a little helpful and we can have a discussion about how you save money down below, because I'm curious, you guys. I love things like that. So let's get started. Also, you guys, because I have to do it, I do have a small business running a Black Friday sale right now, which I feel like everyone is, because they want you to order stuff for holiday season, but it is 20% off all products everywhere with code Black Friday, and then if you spend $30 or more after that discount, I'll give you a free gift with your purchase. It's like a full-size item. So yeah, so there's that, 20% off and free gifts over $30. That's it for my little self-promo. I just want to talk about some money saving tips today. But if you wanted to spend money on there, it's a whole weird complex. All right, number one, my favorite way to save money is Sam's Club. Now, you can, whether you have a Sam's Club membership or you know someone who does, they tell you not to share memberships, but I'm not telling you to do it. But if someone lets you log into their Sam's Club account on the app, you know, all you gotta do is show them the app at the door. They just wave the little thing at them. You keep on booking it. You'll scan the thing at the register. My favorite way to save money, you can do this at Walmart too, but it's slightly more expensive. Rotisserie chickens at Sam's Club. Now, of course, buying bulk and meat, chicken, breast, thighs, beef, everything, meat there in general, because you're buying more of it, is more affordable. But in general, the $5 rotisserie chickens, the full-size chicken minus the head and feet, you know, it's a full-size chicken and it's $5. Now what I do is I'll get a chicken, maybe two, depending on how much stuff I've stocked in my freezer. I will take the whole chicken home. I will separate a little bit on the side for the cats and my outside possums, and then the stray cats in the neighborhood as well. I'll separate a little bit of that's kind of a little more jelly, or just not like, it's not perfect for me, I think. I'll separate that to the side so nothing goes to waste, except the bones, obviously. And then the rest of the meat I will dissect. I will just take maybe 10 minutes, and as soon as I get home, and dissect both the rotisserie chickens, because I don't need it being hot and fresh when people say it's at its best time. I don't need that. I will just take a knife, I'll split the chicken in half, fold it in half. Obviously some small bits and stuff go to the cats and the possums, but half the chicken, that's 2 meals right there. There's a breast and a leg on one side, and all that meat, you take it with your hands and you shred it up, because it's already hot and cooked and it's already pretty tender. I'll just take it in my hands or 2 forks and I'll just shred it up. I'll freeze one, I'll use a little food sealer and I'll freeze half of it, and I'll just label it with a Sharpie, fully cooked rotisserie chicken, and then I'll know I have a full, fresh, cooked chicken ready to go in my freezer. And then I'll take the other one, put it in a regular Ziploc bag, and I'll use it that night or the next night depending, and I'll just have 2 meals plus a little extra for animal friends out of one $5 chicken. You may say that's not enough chicken, but you'd be surprised. I mean, obviously they're all $5. Some of them are bigger than others. Just pick your chicken wisely and you can get at least 2. Sometimes I'll get 3 meals out of it. If I'm making something, like if I know what I'm gonna make with it, like I'll freeze half of the chicken, and then sometimes I'm making like a white chicken chili or like some chicken broccoli rice situation, I can take that one half of the chicken that I did not like save yet, and I'll make 2 meals out of it. So I'll get 3 meals plus a little bit extra out of the chicken. Now if you're eating just like barbecue chicken, obviously you're gonna need half that chicken for that, because you need more of it. But if you're making like a chili or something, or a stew, and you're just mixing a little bit of that chicken in there, there you go, 3 meals out of one $5 chicken. Plus you don't have to cook it, you don't have to dirty any pans. So that really is a good one. That's like my favorite one. The next thing, I feel like this is an obvious thing, you know, we don't go out to eat. We do go to Cracker Barrel. We love Cracker Barrel, but when we go to Cracker Barrel, even after 2 meals, drinks, and tip, it's usually less than $30. Maybe it'll be right at $30, depending if we get coffee or a mimosa or something. But usually it's the cheapest way to eat out. We try not to eat out at all otherwise. We went to a Chili's last week and it was terrible and the food came out cold and it tasted messed up. I thought Chili's used to be banging, but that time was just a miss. So yeah, we don't go out to eat. And then the one time we go out to eat, we kind of regret it and was like, well, this was not worth $55 that we spent here. But yeah, we just don't go out to eat unless we go to Cracker Barrel. And then it's like a whole day thing. It's like right before our errands, usually on a Saturday. And it works out as like our date for the week, even though we're just going to the Cracker Barrel. And we don't have to spend that much money because it's affordable. Now, another way is I like delivery groceries, okay? Grocery stores give me anxiety. Sometimes it's necessary, but some small things here and there that I need, I don't need to go to the grocery store for, so I do delivery groceries. Now, people have Instacart. I've looked into every food delivery service because, you know, expenses. So Instacart is something very, very popular. People use Instacart. You have different store options, of course, and it's $9.99 a month, $10 a month. However, there is a $35 minimum for delivery orders, which is standard, and then a 24% markup over in-store prices. So by paying that $10 a month, yes, you get free delivery over $35, but then you also have 24% markup, so I don't really think it's worth it. You do get other store options, but stores like Trader Joe's and Whole Foods and stuff are gonna be more expensive. So what I do is I don't have Instacart, I use the Walmart delivery on the Walmart app. It is $12 a month, but they never, like they say you're supposed to do $35 for delivery. Every time I order under $35, it's always been waived. So there's no delivery fee. No matter if I'm ordering $12 worth of stuff, there's never a delivery fee. And then also I'm getting the same in-store price delivered to the house rather than the 24% up markup on groceries that Instacart does. So I'm saving 24%. Walmart guarantees the lowest prices, even though once in a while it's wrong. But yeah, I think $12 a month is worth it, especially without delivery fees. All right, next up is gonna be situational, depending on what is available at that time, and these things are gonna switch out all the time. But what I did last month, and this can revolve because toys are constantly changing, is when I order an adult kids meal, I order a 6-piece kids meal, which I call the adult one because the usual kids one's like 4. You order a kids meal, get the toy, and you can sell it on eBay. Now you can always, like if you and your partner or you and your best friend or both eating McDonald's that day, take both the toys, sell them in a bundle on eBay. People collect McDonald's. I didn't know this was a thing until that flea market, Cactus Flea Market adults 10-piece kids meal came out. But yeah, people will buy the toys, opened or not. I opened them all and I sold them all. So after paying for the meal and then selling the toy on eBay, my meal was like half the price. So made a pretty good profit. Here are some of the things that I sold on McDonald's toys on eBay last month, and I made a pretty good profit considering it just came with my meal and didn't cost me anything extra. I'm not really a big McDonald's eater, but I did get the Boo Buckets during Halloween time, and I kept those, but you could sell them. And then right after that, just because it was convenient and near a pet store that we're going to, we got McDonald's and I sold the toys on eBay because I just wanted to see if it would do it, and they sold. All of them I sold within the hour of listing them up there. Now, again, the promotions and toys are going to change, so, you know, it's always worth a shot, especially if it's something collectible like Pokemon or something limited edition. You could try it. It's not going to hurt. All right, next up on the list, I feel like this video is all over the place because, like, it all is situational if you're going to sell a kids a meal toy. But you could also collect them over a couple months and just sell them as a bundle. Like, people will buy it. They love McDonald's collectibles. I don't know what it is. But, you know, situational or not, made us some dollars. Next up is I get a lot of cleaning supplies from Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree isn't always the best choice as far as, like, how much you're getting for the $1.25, you know? $1.25 tree. But it does work. I mean, I feel like a lot of times I'll get the little bottles of like Ajax floor cleaner or whatever, or little things of Pine Sol sometimes, or Fabuloso, whatever. And a lot of the times it has a smaller bottle, but a higher dilution, like you dilute it 4 parts to 1. But if I go to Walmart and I get the same container in a bigger size, it's already diluted for me. So I'll just buy the smaller, more concentrated one, dilute it myself, and it ends up saving me $1 or $2 here or there. So that works for me. I buy a lot of cleaning supplies from Dollar Tree. I also buy mop heads from Dollar Tree. You can buy the stick handle for $1.25, and then you can buy removable brush head, mop head, bleh, mop heads, broom heads, everything. You can use that stick multiple times, and a lot of times the mop heads, I can use them, they'll get disgusting, I can wash them, and I'll get like 3 uses out of that mop head rather than going to Walmart and buying like a $5 mop head and then it just falls apart when you wash it. So the Dollar Tree one's gonna fall apart too, but it's cheaper and I can still get like 3 uses out of it. Next one is I don't have my nails done. I will paint my nails. I used to use gel until I started getting some kind of allergic reaction to it, and now for $5 I can have pressed on nails. I've worn these so many times. I wore these for like a month and now I'm wearing them again because I like them a lot. It's just I think you're supposed to do them with like black, white, but I just like them one and the other. I don't have my nails done. I see people on TikTok and talking about their men like treated them to get their nails done. It's like $60 every 2 or 3 weeks. $5 and some $3 nail glue. I keep one in the house and one nail glue little container in the car. Yes, once in a while they'll pop off. Yes, they don't look as fancy as like acrylic nails. But like, unless it pops off, are you really gonna look at someone's nail and inspect them and know that they're not like professionally done? No, it's just an aesthetic. It doesn't matter. And yeah, it's embarrassing when one pops off in public, but that's why I got nail glue in the car. So I save a lot of money that way. If I spend $10, let's say 2 weeks and then 2 weeks, $5, $5. So if I spend $10, maybe 12, 14 at most, on 2 packs of nails that last me a month, that's better than $120 I would spend getting my nails done somewhere. Plus fill-ins and, you know, editing and like touching ups and stuff. No offense to nail techs, that is a great industry and there will be people who pay for that. I'm just not that luxurious. Next up is I will buy these giant bags of stir-fried vegetables and I can have them in like 15, 18 meals sometimes. So I'll use those stir-fried vegetables to kind of add extra flavor and substance to meals that I think are lacking. If I have a meal that's primarily a lot of rice, I eat a lot of Asian food in my household. I just love Asian ingredients and stuff. I'll just throw in some stir-fried vegetables from that bag. You just grab like a handful at a time and use that. It'll spruce up any dish. If I'm making ramen at home, I will use some thin flank steak, cut it up into a bunch of little pieces. I can get 1 pack of stir-fry steak and get 2 meals out of it, maybe 3. I'm just chopping up with my ramen and then some of those stir-fry vegetables. It really just makes it more of a meal instead of just noodles in a bowl. So I feel like those stir-fry vegetables I get so much use out of for the 1 bag price, and sometimes they're on sale. So that, and it also comes with stir-fry sauce in case you're thinking about making your own kind of like stir-fry nights. It's so much cheaper than buying fresh vegetables, wasting some of the vegetables if you don't use them all, because a lot of times if I use vegetables, I won't use the entire thing and it feels wasteful. So I just started buying those and it works out pretty well. It really does save me a lot of money. And also dishes that I think are boring or bland, it really just spices them up a little bit, and those vegetables aren't seasoned, so they work with any kind of dish. Lastly, this is a food saving thing, and I've seen people talk about these for years, but I just didn't know if it was worth it. So I bought one on Amazon. I'll leave it linked down below in case you want the same one I have. It works pretty fine and it was way more cheap than the in-store ones. I bought a food sealer. I kept having food get freezer burned because I would buy a pack of meat, I would buy an extra pack that I wasn't using that week, and I would store it in the freezer so I had things on hand. I like to have a lot of extra things because, again, I don't like going to the grocery store. I like to have things stocked up on hand, like when I buy bulk meat from like Sam's Club or stuff. I lost a lot of food from freezer burn. I thought the Walmart or whatever packaging it came in, like if I bought a little pack of hamburger, I thought that would be good enough to put it in the freezer. But over time, I kept having things freezer burned. So I just bought a food sealer. The bags were really cheap. I'll leave the bags I bought linked down below too, because they don't have to be a specific brand. It's just a bag that heat will seal. It's not that fancy. I bought like 150 of them for like 15 bucks. It was a good investment. I haven't had anything freezer burned. It also makes it really easy to label things because there's a smooth side of the bag. I can just take a Sharpie, write on what it is, what date it went in, and we're good to go. I haven't had anything freezer burnt since buying one. I used to be one of those people thinking, oh, that's fancy, that's kind of extravagant. It's worth it. It's worth it. Even if you buy like a big bulk bag of something, it could get freezer burned. Like the big bag of stir-fry vegetables, for example. If you don't use it very often, it could get freezer burned. I'll just food seal everything. I'll food seal anything these days. Anyways, you guys, that was it for today's video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed it. I feel like a lot of these were food-related things, like McDonald's toys and rotisserie chickens and stir-fry vegetables and stuff. But I feel like so much money goes to food. Even like regular groceries these days, inflation is like... So I'm always looking for like crock pot options. I can just throw it and go, things like that. So I was thinking about doing a crock pot video. I love making things in a crock pot. Recently, I started actually cooking in my crock pot. Like I use the crock pot all the time, but I'll usually like cook the food and then throw it in the crock pot for a little while to kind of like meld all the ingredients together. But I've actually been using it to like just dump and go food recently, like dump and go, dump it, let it sit for like 5 hours, and then your meal is ready for you. So if you guys want crock pot videos, I'm open to doing that, especially for like affordable, quick, easy being the key word, meals and stuff. There's tons of videos like that online, but I want to like actually price out and tell you exactly how much these meals cost per thing. And then also how much time it actually took me. Because people like chop up a million vegetables for these videos, and I'm like, that was 10 minutes of chopping vegetables I don't have. So anyways, thank you so much for watching today's video. Let me know your favorite tips and tricks for saving money. Link down below if any of these were things you didn't expect. Let me know down below as well. I'd be happy to do more of them. So thank you guys, and I will see you later. Have a great day. Bye.